Hello and welcome back to another video here on AV Forums. I'm Phil Hinton, I'm the site editor, and this is an LG C2 OLED Evo, and this is a retail sample. We bought this from Curry's. Curry's didn't know that we were buying it, but we did. We bought it from Curry's. It's just been delivered today to AV Forums. We are going to do a full in-depth review of this TV in due course, probably within the next week or two. But before that, we're going to do an unboxing. We're going to let you see the C2 up close. The rear of the TV is different this year, so we'll show you where the connections are, what the design is on the rear of the TV. There's a new stand this year, so we're also going to look at the new stand, and then we'll do a settings video, which will be a separate video again. So you've got two videos coming up. We're going to do an unboxing in this video, we'll then do a settings video, and then we'll have our full review probably within the next 2 weeks if you're watching this video at the time of launch. So let's get cracking, let's get started, and we're going to unbox the LG C2. So there we go, set it all up. Wasn't that easy, but one thing this year is it's incredibly light. The materials, the composite materials that this TV is now made from, it's deliberate on LG's part for shipping and saving the environment and saving costs and so on. And you really notice it if you're somebody like me who lifts and sets up TVs on a daily basis. You really notice the difference. And we'll show you the back of the TV in a second because you can really see the materials being used. But once again, like the G2 that we reviewed recently, there is almost no bezel to the screen. It's very, very slick, very sleek. It's actually thinner, obviously, than the G2. The G2 fits everything into the back. We're back to the normal look of an OLED TV, so thin at the top. And then it has a new area at the back, which we'll show you in a second when we spin the TV around to show you the back. And also the new stand. So you saw us putting the new stand together as we were putting the TV together. I gotta say, I do like it. I like the central stand. I think it adds a nice touch rather than the long stand that was on last year's C1. On the C2 here, I think it looks really nice finish to it. And again, really light in terms of materials, but sturdy, really sturdy once you get it set up here. And another thing, there is no lean back with this stand on the C2. On the G2 there is a 4-degree lean back because of the stand that's used if you're not wall mounting that TV. This one, nice and straight, there is no lean back on that. So this is the front of the TV. Let's flip it around and we'll take a quick look at the back. So we flipped the TV around, this is the back, and at the distance that the camera's at the moment you probably can't see this, so we'll do some close-up shots while I talk you through this. But obviously there's a new design to the back of the TV, so you have the large area that sits out. This has the electronics and speakers and all the connections on it. The connections are in a different place, we'll get to that in a second. And then you have the central stand down the bottom here, as well as the cover to do a little bit of cable management. Cable management from the side inputs. Now all the inputs are now on the side of the panel. So we've got 4 HDMI 2.1, 48 gigabits per second. You've got 3 USBs at the top there as well. Common interface slot is up the top here. If you do use that, I've never known anybody to use a common interface, but if you need it, it's up there on the top. As well as a LAN port, we also got digital audio, as well as an RF aerial and a satellite. So that's now all on the side of the back of the TV. You can see the new material that's on here, this composite material to weight save basically. And this TV is light. I've just lifted it off myself and flipped it around, and it was no problem whatsoever compared to last year's C1. It's probably about half the weight, if I'm guessing, and I am guessing. Obviously I'll put the correct information into the review, but yeah, it looks great from the back. Not that you look at a TV from the back, but the new design, it's functional. Like I say, all the connections on one side now. The new stand's excellent as well. So we have our review coming up of this. Give me a couple of weeks to get the review done, but we will have all our measurements. We plan to have it next to the G2 as well. So the G2 will be coming back to us, and we'll put the G2 and the C2 together for a comparison video. That's probably about 3 weeks away at the moment, but we will be doing that. And of course, settings, they will be probably the same as the G2, just because you know, filmmaker mode should be the same across all of these panels, and this is an Evo panel, even though it doesn't have the brightness booster pro. It has the brightness booster on it, so we'll see what peak brightness is like on it. We'll run all the tests, we'll run all the measurements, and I will do a settings video as well, which probably the settings video will be up before the review, so keep an eye on the channel. If you do like these videos, if you like what we're doing this year in terms of walking you through these new TVs, and this is a retail sample, this is not from a manufacturer, it's not a sponsored video in any way, anything like that. We bought this from a UK retailer, Currys. They didn't know we were buying it either. We just bought it as a customer. If you like these things, if you want to see us go through it in a lot more comparisons and so on, then please do consider liking the video. That is important. But also, why not subscribe to the channel, and then you'll see all our videos as they pop up. And come along and watch them. So I'm Phil Hinton, thank you very much for your time watching this video. We'll be back with our review and settings videos very soon.